Today we're going to be taking a look at the Mongrel RDA. This is actually a collaboration between Damn Vape and Deuces Jack. Deuces Jack is actually another reviewer here. His channel name is Vaping Insider, and he's been doing reviews for maybe like 5 years, I think it is. But he actually is a reviewer / now RDA maker. So this is a 25 millimeter RDA. It can be used for both squonking and dripping, and it's a single coil RDA. In addition to that, it comes with some extra goodies, some extra goodies that I think that you'll be excited about.
I got a special treat for you, man.
Before I say too much, let's go ahead and go down. We're going to take a look at everything that it comes with. We're going to put a build on it, then we're going to come back up. We're going to vape on it, pros and cons. So let's go look at the Mongrel RDA. So here we are with the Mongrel RDA. This is actually a collaboration between Deuces Jack from Vaping Insider and Damn Vape. This is the box that it comes in. It's going to tell you everything that's included. It says Mongrel with the logo. On this side, you're actually going to get your color as well as your scratch off authenticity. And then right here, it does say Damn Vape. And then you open up the box and you're going to get the RDA. You're going to get glass cap. You're going to get 2 inserts. And in addition to that, you're going to get your user manual. This is really short and sweet and to the point. You're going to get this card here, a flavor-oriented RDA. It's got like a hello card from Deuces Jack, and it's saying thank you and everything else. Information about him doing reviews, because he is a reviewer here on YouTube under Vaping Insider. Then you're going to get an O-ring. There you go, just in case. If you want to not have the black, you can have the clear. Then you're going to get a baggie of extra grub screws. You're going to have a 510 standard pin because automatically installed just a squonk pin. You're going to get some O-rings and 2 Allen keys. In this bag, you're going to get some cotton and a coil. So let's go ahead and go over the RDA. Now, as you can see, it's got like a little logo right here. Yeah, a little logo right here. It looks like a pit bull. And then no branding right here. You're going to have 2 airflow slots. And then on the bottom, this is actually a 25 millimeter RDA. It does have a squonk pin already installed and it is protruding. It does have a serial number. It says Mongrel, Deuces Jack, and Damn Vape. And then on the top, it does have a removable 810 drip tip. You can use any of your own 810 drip tips because it does have that O-ring right there. And then this is what that looks like. It's actually like the recurve drip tip, a little bit thicker on the top, and it's got a little bit more narrow in the middle. And then when you look at the top cap, if you notice, it's slightly domed, but not too much. The reason for that is because, well, Deuces Jack actually said that the reason why he didn't make it too conical is because the fact that your mouth is going to be really, really close to the coil, because the coil is going to be about this level. So you really don't need it too conical for it to get really good flavor. But that's what it looks like, and it's nice and thick. And you can see those airflow holes right there, and they are milled out to even them out right there. Okay, and when you open it up, as you can see right here in the middle, you're going to have an opening right there, and then it's got 4 grub screws. Now, the reason for 4 grub screws is that this is a single coil RDA, but this means that it doesn't matter which way your legs are wrapped, you can actually put it on either side, which I do appreciate. It's really necessary whenever you have single coil. In addition to that, you're going to have a little notch here and a little notch here. And the reason for that is because when you're actually placing your coil, you actually know exactly where your coil placement is and how high or low your coil needs to be by that. And that I think is a great idea, especially for like new builders. It'll help you position your coil correctly. Now the airflow on both sides, if you can see really, really close, the airflow actually goes down in an angle. It's going down and it's actually coming up through the middle underneath your coil. That is why the inserts were provided to actually help you with the airflow. This one here with the slots is going to reduce your airflow. So it's going to give you more of a reduced type of airflow vape. And then this one here is going to be more open. Now you can vape it without any of the inserts if you want to, but for a smoother vape, I do recommend if you want it open to use this one. I've tried it with both and also without, and I really prefer it with this one. And I am one of those that likes a lot of airflow. In addition to that, if you notice, there's actually like a little hole right here, and then there's a little hole right there as well. That is actually for your squonking. So if you're squonking with this, it'll actually go into each of these wicking channels. Now these juice channels or these juice wells are actually 9.5 millimeters deep. So they're really, really, really deep. So it's going to be very, very helpful. So it'll help. Now this can be used also in regular dripping mode, or squonking mode. Now currently I do have this one set up in squonk mode, so we're going to be doing this one in drip mode. So this one already has the squonk pin in it, so I'm actually going to go ahead and put the regular pin in this one. So all you need to do is get the 510 pin that comes in the bag, because that is actually for your regular 510. You're going to get your Allen key that was provided and just unscrew it like this. And make sure that your peak insulator does stay on the inside. Put in the regular 510, grab your screwdriver, and just tighten that in. It's as easy as that. Even with the standard 510, it still does protrude, but again, make sure that your peak insulator does not come out when you're taking your pin out. Once you do that, you're ready to go. So let's go ahead and build on this. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and grab an insert. Now this insert right here, I actually already have with the squonking setup, so I'm not going to use this one. I'm actually going to use this one. That way I can show you up top the two differences in the airflow. Now, as you can see right there, it's got that right down there. Now, personally, what I've noticed is that if you lube up the O-ring that is on the bottom of the insert, it actually goes in a little bit smoother. Both of them do have an O-ring on the bottom, and all you need to do is just take and put a little bit of e-liquid, just a little bit. And then when you put it in, it goes in so much easier. And you're gonna make sure that the legs are actually facing these little grooves right there. And just once it's in there, you can push it down just like that. Or if you're having any problems, what you can do is just take your screwdriver and plop it down. It's in there exactly the way that it's supposed to be, nice and even. So now that we've got that in place, now we can go ahead and build on it. So for my build, I know that they came with a coil, but I'm actually going to be using my Alien V3 from Coil Clout. You can actually go to coilclout.com. If you use the coupon code Wendy, all caps, all one word, you will get a discount because you're my friend. So I'm going to go ahead and get one of these out. And these are my second favorite coils from Coil Clout. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put it on here, because we do need one leg on each side. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and fold out the other leg. So this one here, I'm just going to fold it the opposite way, just like this. That's all you need to do. That's it. Now it's ready to install. So let's go ahead and open up the grub screws. And again, it doesn't matter which way your coil legs are going. You can actually put it in with the deck because it has the 4. And if you notice, as I'm lifting up that grub screw, it's got a little lip here. That's going to catch your leg of your coil so that it doesn't pop out. So I'm going to do that one, and I'm going to do this one. Lift those up. And then all you need to do from there is just take your coil and place it in like this. Really, really simple. You see? Really simple. And then what you want to do is get your screwdriver, and you put your screwdriver in like this. And again, it's going to help you place it right there. So I'm just going to hold that in place. Clamp this one down. And then go ahead and do this one. And it just helps to hold your coil in place. There you go. And then it's perfectly centered that way. That's why it's really nice that they put those notches. And then I'm just going to go ahead and make sure it's tightened up. And from there, all you need to do is just clip your wires. You want to make sure that you're clipping them really, really flush to the RDA though. There we go. There's one. And then we're going to go ahead and do 2. Oh, this one is actually almost perfect length. There we go. And then make sure that you don't have any legs on the inside. If you do, it can actually develop a short. So now all we need to do is just dry fire it and get the coil to heat up. And this, by the way, is my Lost Vape Ursa Quest. So I'm just going to go ahead and change the wattage. Bring it down some. There we go. And then just start heating it. There we go. A little scraping. Not much. I'm just going to pull out a little bit here. And then I pull it out a little bit here. A lot of times that's all you need, and it'll start heating really fast. There we go. Much easier. Okay. Get those hot spots out of there. And whenever you see lightning bolts, that means that you've got a hot spot. There we go. heating up really, really nice. So all we need to do now is just go ahead and wick this. So I'm just going to grab some cotton, and for today's cotton, I'm actually going to be using my Kendo Vape Cotton Gold Edition. This is just my favorite cotton, my go-to cotton. And these are 3mm inner diameter coils. Look at that beautiful coil. I love the blues that I get from this coils. There we go. Just pull it through. If it's ever tight in between your coil, if you grab it from both ends, it actually makes it a little bit smoother and it goes through better. So there we go. And what I'm going to do is just fluff this out because I'm not really going to cut it too much because this again has a 9.5mm juice well. Just going to fluff it out and fluff this one out. And then just lay it right in there because I really don't have to cut it much. There we go, nice and fluffy. And do the same thing for this one. There we go. And if you like single coil RDAs, this is a super, super easy one to build on. It's done. Literally done. So what I'm going to do is just like any other RDA, I'm going to go ahead and just drip and pulse so that way it'll saturate the cotton within the coil because that's very, very important so that you don't get any dry hits. So I'm just going to go ahead and drip and then pulse, drip and pulse. Because we want to make sure that the cotton within the coil is nice and saturated. Get some on the outside. There we go. Okay, and then that's pretty much it. Move that, move that. Okay, we've got that nice and saturated. Then all we have to do is go ahead and put on our top cap like that, and you can adjust your airflow if you want to cut it down, you want to open it up, you can do that. Now this top cap does not have any type of locking on it, so it will fully spin. And if you want to, you can go ahead and use the glass cap, and that one fits just like this. And you can do the same exact thing. So you can have it looking sexy like that. Or you can go ahead and put on this one. The O-rings have a really nice tolerance no matter which one you're using. So that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and go on top. We're going to have a vape. I'm going to vape on both of them. We're going to vape on, this one's the dripping RDA, and then we've got the one that is squonking. And we'll take a vape, and I've got the different inserts in both of them, and I'll let you know my opinions. Okay, so here we are back on top, and I've got the Mongrel RDA in dripping mode, and this is actually on my Ursa Quest. And then I've got the Mongrel RDA on my topside dual squonk mod. So this one's in squonking mode, this one's in dripping mode. This one has the inserts that has the slits in it, and this one has the open insert in it. So first I'm gonna have a vape of this one, then we'll vape on this one. Yum. Now for this one. As you can see, either way, it gives you really, really good clouds, which is something that I like. These literally do not vape like single coil RDAs. They really don't. It's got a vape like a dual coil in my personal opinion. Now for me, I absolutely love it as a squonk RDA. I prefer it as a squonk RDA, and I do like it with the slits, but I also like it all the way open. I'm going to go into my cons, and then we're going to go into my pros because this kind of goes into them. With this RDA, if you don't already know which insert you like, you literally have to take your build out to install the other insert. Being that even for a new builder or even an avid builder, if you don't know which one you like and you have to do that, it's going to be a little bit tedious. But I can tell you, in my personal opinion, the way that I vape both of these, either way is great, because even if you have it with the open wide slit in it, you can tone it down. So I can literally just go ahead and reduce it by closing down the airflow, and that'll make it a little less open, if you know what I mean. So you don't necessarily have to switch it out if you didn't like that. But I would have liked the ease of being able to switch it out without having to remove the coil, but there's really no way that you could have done that. Either airflow, though, I think is great. I really think that both of them have amazing flavor. I'm talking about top of the line, single coil, RDA flavor. They're really, really flavorful. The other con that I have to this, and it's just, these are just my cons, or the way that I feel about it, maybe subjective cons, is the fact that there's really no locking top cap. Like, I understand that they didn't put a locking top cap because of the fact that they have the glass cap, but I feel like I really would have liked it even with the black one. If we could have, or even with the regular top cap, I think it should have had a locking notch on it, somewhere maybe on the side, where it would actually be able to catch into it. Because you can take it off, but like right now I'm trying to take it off, I can't. I literally will have to unscrew it, you know, take off the top cap and then unscrew it. So I wouldn't be able to do that. Does it bother me? Not really, because once I have it on a skunk mod, if it's my skunking RDA, I don't really take it off. So it doesn't really bother me, but I wanted to mention that for those of you out there that are looking for a locking top cap. Now, I will say that either way that you do this, when you have the glass cap on it, it's sexy looking, even if you have the black, or if you want to put the stainless steel, and it works just the same. Very, very flavorful either way that you do it. So now we'll put the glass cap on the stainless one. Okay, there we go. We have it on the, now this looks sexy. Now they did give you extra O-rings, so if you want to have clear O-rings and you want to have it with the stainless steel and the clear O-rings, you can actually go ahead and switch it out, because they do provide it for you with the stainless steel. Oh my God, flavor for days, I'm telling you. Now with the dripping, if you're going to be dripping with it, I do want to give you a little FYI, or for your information type of deal. If you're going to be dripping and you want to just sit here and gunk, 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 if you do that and you happen to tilt it, it will come out, because remember that your airflow is actually slanted down, but it's underneath your coil. So that means that when you're dripping down like this, you're literally dripping on the coil, but it's going straight down. And even though this is tilted, if you go like this, you will get it leaking out. It will do that. I personally like painting my coils, which painting your coils means that once you have it in there, you're just literally putting it on like this. You're not going to just drip down the drip tip. You're actually going to paint your coils and then put the top back on, and then there won't be any leaking. So that's just a little bit of information for you. Now, personally, I love dripping. I absolutely love dripping, but I also love squonking. And I'm very particular on my RDAs, whether I squonk or I drip with them, but I want to show you in both modes and vaping them both for you so that you can see the airflows. Now, this one again has the open airflow, no problem. And then the black one, putting on the glass cap, the black one has the slits in it. And again, very, very smooth. I personally have not gotten any whistling or anything like that with them. Whether they have the regular caps on them or if they have the glass caps, I haven't really noticed anything. Very, very smooth. Very smooth. The flavor is superior. The flavor, as a single coil RDA, not mesh, but a single coil RDA, I have to tell you that this has definitely been my favorite. I'm getting juicy lips when I vape this. I'm not having any problem whether I'm dripping or whether I'm squonking. It could actually go either way for me. The only thing is that I'm one of those drippers that do like to blunt down the drip tip, and in this case you can't. So for that, I do like it squonking better. Again, for me, it's more of a squonking RDA in my personal opinion. That's how I like it. That's why the way it's been thriving for me. The flavor is amazing. The machining is absolutely amazing. I love the fact that they give you the 4 slots, because that way, no matter which way your coil is wrapped, you can actually put it in. That to me is key when it comes to a single coil RDA, RTA, or anything like that. If you're going to build on it and it's a single coil, it should be made with the 4 holes. That way it doesn't matter which way your coils are wrapped, and this does it. The squonking on this works fantastically. I have not had any leaking. I go ahead and fully squonk like this. No leaking whatsoever. But if you over squonk, it will leak if you tilt it, which of course when we vape, we tilt it. So just be wary of that. Don't over squonk with it. If you just squonk regular, like one full pump, you're good to go. And it's gonna, I'm telling you, the flavor is amazing. It's totally amazing. In addition to that, they give you a coil, they give you cotton, they give you an extra glass cap. These things here, I know that they go for like $15, $20 just for the glass. So this being included is a really, really big deal. Now the inserts, I like the inserts, but I wish that there were, I don't know, I wish there was a different way, maybe 2 different bases or something like that. One that has like slits on the bottom and one that was more open, rather than doing the inserts. The only problem with the inserts that I have is the fact that in order for you to change them out, you do have to take your build out. That's the only real problem that I have with the inserts. I like the fact that they give you 2 inserts. I love the fact that they give you an extra. This thing here is just absolutely phenomenal. I love that. And for the price, I think that it's great. I think it was like about $25, $30 if I'm not mistaken when I was Googling it. But otherwise, I think that it vapes just amazingly. It's just, either way, if you want to drip, you can drip. If you want to squonk, you can squonk. I absolutely love it both ways. It works really great. I love, love, love this pit bull that's on there. I'm a pit bull fan, so I've actually got a bully dog, so I absolutely love it. Other than that, I love the airflow. I don't think that it's too restrictive, but I don't think that it's too airy either, because of the fact that you can actually cut it down to your liking. So if you want to cut it down, you can, like I just did. Makes it more restrictive if that's what you like. I personally like my airflow all the way open. I'm an airflow hog, so I love it. Now with the inserts, the slitted insert, you're not getting a full airy vape, but you're getting an airy, a restrictive airy vape. You can tell that it's a little bit restrictive between here and here, but it's not a bad restrictiveness. It's really good because it's still open, but it's just bringing it down just a little bit. It's just a little bit. So that's really nice. With it wide open, it's also amazing. I really like this one too. Personally, I really like it all the way open. My favorite insert is the one that's fully open, to be totally honest with you. That's my vaping style though. That's for me personally. If you're into single coil restrictive RDAs, I would definitely suggest the slotted insert. I think that that's going to make it your perfect vape. I really do. So would I recommend this? Yes, I definitely would. Especially for like a new builder that has got a squonk and they're looking for a squonking RDA. I think that they're going to love this. Simple to build on. It's got the little notches so that you can keep your, the level right. You know exactly where to place your coils. You don't have to worry about if it's too high, too low. So I think that that's great. Everything about this is really, really easy to use. With the inserts though, I do recommend putting a little bit of e-liquid on the O-rings before you put them in, and they pop down really, really nice with that O-ring. It doesn't come out. It's not loose or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about it. But I find for me that was the best way that it worked. But yeah, I got a lot of requests to actually review this. So here we are. We've got the Damn Vape and Deuces Jack RDA, the Mongrel RDA. I like the Mongrel name too. I think it looks like a pit bull though. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my review. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts? Would you squonk with it or would you drip with it? Let me know down there. I love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. So if you're not already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you're notified anytime that I upload a new video. And thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Flavor for days, I promise you. Bye.